Hey y'all, my name is Caitlin Ogletree and I am super excited to share with y'all as to how God changed my heart throughout the use of college athletics. Growing up, I was known as a volleyball player. I found my identity in sports and in volleyball and all the accolades that I received instead of finding it in Christ alone, which is the only thing that stands. My freshman year, I attended the University of Houston. Temporary. At the University of Houston, I had what you could say a successful freshman year. I was winning weekly awards and conference awards, and I was known around campus as Caitlin the volleyball player. The second half of my freshman year, I attended a Fellowship of Christian Athletes conference, and it was then that I accepted Jesus Christ into my heart, and I understood the gospel for the first time. After that, God really started to change the desires of my heart and reveal himself to me in deeper ways. And my sophomore year, we actually got a new coach at the University of Houston. And she decided what was best for the team was not to play me. And that was a huge gut check and a heart check. You know, where was I finding my identity at that time? Was it in my sport still, or was it in Christ? And it was a constant battle for me. And I decided what would be best is for me to transfer universities to where I could get some playing time. And so what I did is I decided to go to the University of Cincinnati, temporary. I went there because I thought I would find a coach that would see my self-worth and that would value me. And I continue to learn that no one will ever value me like our God does. But at the time at University of Cincinnati, I actually had to sit out for a full year because they wouldn't release me to play volleyball just because I had transferred. So, you know, my freshman year I played a lot. My sophomore year I didn't play, and that third year I didn't play. So God was really shifting the way I viewed myself throughout these years. And after that long year of waiting, it was time that I was finally able to get back on the court. And my coach received a phone call, and I was invited to try out for the USA Olympic team. I actually dropped something, so I'm going to pick it up real quick. Okay, so I go and I try out for the USA Olympic team, and it was super fun. I mean, I got to train with some of the top athletes in the world. I still to this day wonder what the heck was I doing there. But I ended up not making the team, and I just remember getting on the plane to go back to college and thinking, God, there's something more out there. There is something bigger and better out there. You know, I just still had that deep desire just to find something that I knew was better than volleyball, that I knew was better than any sweet championship or any win. And so I got on the plane and I go back to the University of Cincinnati, and I'm following up to my senior year now, and I ended up getting strep and tonsillitis for over 2 months, to the point to where I had to miss the beginning of my season due to surgery. And then I finally make it back onto the court, and I ended up having a career-ending shoulder injury. So volleyball was taken away from me. And yes, it was hard, but I learned how much better and how much more fulfilling it is to be a part of God's team than it is to be on any other team, okay? Because it's only God that will satisfy the deepest desires of our hearts. So now, let me get my prop that I dropped earlier. I serve as a coach at Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Love it, but it's temporary as well. And it's so cool just to be able to tell my story. I want the girls to know how fun it is to compete, but how competing and winning and receiving accolades is temporary, just like we read in 1 Corinthians 9:25. And I just want to be here to encourage y'all and encourage the girls that I do work with every day to keep on running the eternal prize. Keep on living for Christ. Simply be with Christ in his presence, because it's going to be so much sweeter than any other thing in this world. And I hope you guys are enjoying camp, and I hope y'all continue to have fun, and thank y'all for listening. Take care.